much great. Welcome to the Archangel Michael's Live. Yes, we're in the fire zone. We won't be on long tonight. That chase is still going on, far in the background, comes back around. A little live I did earlier. Let's put some more light on the subject. Oh. I hope I find people well. Yes, I've just had the shower and I'm more hot, but it's going to get cold very soon. So no, I'm not here to flex my muscles. I don't really have any muscles anyway. They're all hidden away under the old age. But you get that when you're 50. You don't really have to aspire to anyone. And I am allowed to live a little bit of a good life before I continue my mission. Well, let's get into it. Let's get God into the day. It's always good to do the Lord's Prayer. I always feel good after it. But before we do that, we still have to work out whether this is the guy. But he is. And I'll keep saying that. I am the only one God will be sending. So you just have to get used to me and the way I do things. It might be mysterious, because that's how God works. Okay, let's do this copyright disclaimer. My copyrights. This channel's contents, including but not limited to text, images, and videos, are the property of Michael Akbar and are protected under the Copyright Act. Reproduction or distribution of any part of this copyrighted content without my permission is prohibited. And there you go. I'm not showing anyone else's content, so I don't need to disclaim their shit. Sorry about the language. It's one thing that I have to myself learn to stop doing. Right, let's get into the Lord's Prayer, and then you can have God in the day. We got God in the chat. We sit back and relax then, as you would think you could do. But it's not quite like that. Here we go. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but to deliver us from evil. Hail Mary, full of grace. Amen. Now you have God in your day. You can sit back and relax. Okay, we turn down the echo. Back to some normality. Oh, I haven't asked this question for a while. It's a strange question, but I reckon it's good. You're going to think this question is, very strange. So get ready. But I love you. You're probably thinking you don't even know me. But if people can hate you for no reason, why cannot I love for no reason? Think that one. And that's it. As God put a day. Now we get to a bit of a education. Oh, the Black Death. Always the Black Death. I have to think on that. Why would they always choose that black? Always put the word black when something seems to be bad. Black Death, black this, black that. Can I tell you why? Because it's natural. Light has to be generated, guys. All light in the universe, even the light within. Stars go out eventually. But the darkness, the blackness, it is forever. That's why we're trying to tap into it, because it's an infinite energy source. So it's not bad. It keeps everything together. Remember that. Oh, okay. Without any error, there can't be any brilliancy. So if we don't make errors, we can't correct. Simple as that. And it's not like we're infallible. There's only one guy that's that, and that's God. We will never be perfect. No one will ever be perfect. We'll get close to it, but we'll never quite get there. And who wants to be perfect anyway? A world full of perfect people? How droll. How definitely droll. Seriously. Those will all be robots. It was wise to direct your anger towards problems instead of people. Focus your energies on answers instead of excuses. So when you say that, make up excuses for things, well, that can range on many levels. You say, well, we're not going to do that because that's a slavery thing. Well, you convince yourself that you're not going to go back into that work no more, which is highly paid. And that goes for everyone with that sort of thinking. Doesn't matter what color you are. Because there's a lot of people out there that will say, oh, we're slave to the government. Even now, no matter what color you are. And you kind of are. That money that we have in our pocket is property of the government. Whatever begins in anger, you find will end in shame. Happiness in intelligent people is one of the rarest things I know. The smarter you are, the less people want to be near you. As funny as that is. But they come racing when they want the answers. They just don't want you hanging around. Yeah, well. We pay a high price for intelligence. Wisdom hurts. Ooh. When people hate you for no reason, they have no choice but to be bitter. Because they can't change God's plan for you in life. So they try to make it change in your mind. Don't let them get to you. A truly intelligent person is one who can pretend to be a fool in front of a fool that pretends to be intelligent. If that makes any sense. The most intelligent person, or people quickly realize their limitations of their intellect. That's when you know the wiseness of your brain. A lot of people like to open up their mouth and have an opinion, and they have no knowledge on the subject at all. In my knowledge, when people have no knowledge of a subject, they should keep their mouths closed. Just because you have an opinion doesn't mean you should use it. These people are finding out now, over there, carrying on about Charlie Kirk being shot. How ridiculous. So they're learning, they can think it. But it shouldn't be running off their mouth because they're losing their jobs. And my father said the worst thing you could ever do to someone is take away their livelihood, because sometimes they'll defend that in a very angry manner, because that's their livelihood. So they're hurting very bad. And they learned a very bad lesson not to do that, what they did. We all think things. Doesn't mean you have to openly say them just because we've got this available, And they're realizing now that you're not invincible. You're not going to get away with dribbling shit about people. You can be taken down. Simple as that. You think you're a smart ass? Well, none of them are smart no more. They got no jobs. Sorry about that. Funny that. That's the reversal, guys. That's the full reversal. Because about 4 or 5 years ago, anyone that spoke out against those type of people, they were losing their jobs. What a reversal. Oh, and did you also know that that might have been something more than what it was? Because at the same time, at the very same time, on the same day that Charlie Kirk was assassinated, your Senate voted on whether to release the Epstein list. They voted 51 no, 49 yes. So you will not see no Epstein list. Do you understand now why that was done? You got your mind on that assassination. No one talks about that Epstein list is never going to be released. Nothing sus. Nothing sus at all there. I suggest you check in on that one. Yeah, that's a fact. American Senate voted on the same day, pretty much at the same time. Isn't that coincidental? A bit coincidental, if you ask me. I leave it up to you to decide on that one. Lots of things not going together with that case. I mean, the guy that they've got hasn't even confessed. So how do they know he actually done it? Because his family said so. You've got a court of law system over there that if you don't confess to it, it's going to be pretty hard to find him guilty. He might get off. And that's a fact. Think that one. That's why he's not saying nothing. What you may say may incriminate you. That's your bloody policy. It's our policy over here too. But sometimes when they say that, it is actually better to say something than nothing at all. Because my belief is when you say nothing, that's an admission of guilt. That's what I say to my kids when they go quiet. Ah, so you are guilty. Why can't that be the same when you're not out? Because it is. Even an intellectual man can also be wrong sometimes. So maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. I don't think I am at all. Oh, this is a good one. Feminism. Feminism. Well, it's almost like a swear word nowadays, the way that's slung around, that word. Ridiculous. Feminism isn't about making women stronger. Women are already strong. It's about changing the way the world perceives their strength. Okay, it's not about empowering women. It's about teaching the world that you already are powerful. And we have to accept. And that's fact. They teach you wrong when they teach you that type of feminism. That's just racism in another form. Just the sexes. But they put another word in front of it called feminism. But like I said, feminism isn't about making women stronger. Women are already strong. It's about changing the way the world perceives their strength. When that happens, you won't have a problem anymore. A strong woman looks at a challenge in the eye and gives it a wink. That's a strong woman. Yeah. I do not wish women to have power over men, or men to have power over women, but they should have power over themselves. And that goes for everyone. Like them people joking about some man being unalive, not going home to his wife and children, saying that they deserve it, saying the family should die and all that. Oh, they deserve to lose their job. And if really, they deserve to lose more. But they're lucky they just lost their job. Women, you'll find, are stronger when they work together. This is what they call a thinking engine. Right? Women are supposed to have the more motherly type attributes. It's supposed to be just natural like that. But it's not, because people are changing the narrative. So they're destroying the sanctity of the world. Use our thinking engine. And now, tribe, the powerfulest engine we had, the powerfulest weapon we had, was a thinking engine. Women sitting in a circle, trying to think up how to get away, how to solve these problems. And if enough of you women can get together, well, you could perform some of the greatest magics the universe has ever seen. That's how strong women are. Each time a woman stands up for herself, for the right reasons, she stands up for all women. But it has to be for the right reasons. Can't be for selfish ones. You can't ride men. You'll create fire. Men cannot ride women. We will hurt you. So there must be an equal balance, an equal reverberation. Life, if well lived, is long enough. Be patient and good things, because good things sometimes take their time. And like I said, you might not get those good things here on earth, but you will get them in heaven. When God gives you a new beginning, don't repeat the same mistake. A doctor can save your life. A lawyer can defend your life. A soldier can give you a peaceful life if he wins the war. But only God can give you an everlasting life. Put God in the driver's seat of your life. He is infallible. He cannot fail. He cannot fail at all. Live for today, not for tomorrow. Use that one. Live for today, not for tomorrow. Don't use that seize the day, because you cannot seize the day. Look at the size of the day. Can you seize that? Can you seize the whole sky, the whole day? Every 12 hours of the sun is up. Can you seize that? Because you can't. So that's a false analogy. But you can live for today, because you don't know whether you're going to wake up tomorrow. No one's got that guarantee. No one. Never look back. There's nothing there for you. You can think, but you still must walk forward. You keep back, you're going to see there's nothing there for you. That's why people sometimes can't let go of a relationship. Don't realize there's nothing there for them. Why cannot people talk to me? I know. I don't know why people are not talking. Come in, they go. A couple of people like, that's good. But if I continue on, I am no failure. People think, because I don't chuck on a bit of a banter in a show and have all the bloody tips and shit. It is what it is. Archangel Michael is pretty rudimentary, but he knows his stuff. We pay a high price for being intelligent. Wisdom hurts. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. Like in America at the moment, I feel bad for you guys. It looks like you're heading to a bit of a civil war situation. Down here, we got a whole different ball game. It's going to be a civil war, but it's going to be like 5 or 6 factions, so it's going to go crazy. And the moment we start doing that, they'll just march the troops out. And the way they got the people thinking down here, they just probably lay down, let the tanks run over them. Silly, but that's how it is. Crazy. Whoever is trying to bring you down is already below you. Otherwise, why are they trying to pull you down? Remember that. Always beneath you, if they're going to be like that. Weak people revenge. Strong people forgive. Intelligent people just ignore it. Don't underestimate me. I know more than I say. I think more than I speak. I notice more than you'll ever realize. 8 pieces of wisdom. Well, words are powerful. Use them wisely. People come and they go, but the right ones stay. See, they come and go, but the right ones would stay. And no one's staying, so they obviously might not be right. We'll see. Then again, Mr. YouTube, you might have cut off my chat, because I know people do pop in to talk to me, Mr. YouTube. So, people come and go, and the right ones stay. Yes, that's true. You are doing enough, even though it doesn't feel like it. Sometimes. But are you doing enough? Failure is when you don't even try. You've already failed. So if you don't try to do something, and you're making excuses up why you can't do that, you've already set yourself up to have a failure of a life. Like I said, you want to think like that, go back to your McDonald's and your instant oatmeal society and throw it away when you're finished. And when you've got a big rubbish pit that you can't get rid of, then you can move into it. And then you can eat off it like the kids do. When we all start suffering like that, that's when we're suffering. Really suffering. Random acts of kindness make everyone feel better. You think about that. When someone comes up and gives you something kindly, don't you feel better? I know when I pop in the chats, some people think, well, here's this guy again. He's going to dribble some shit. We can't say he's not. We can't say he is. Some of us are annoyed by him. Some of us just put up with him. Some of us use his name because it's powerful. And it is one of the most powerful names you find. Well, we got through that content pretty quick. And that torch is batteries are moving around. It's about ready to go. And so am I. Been on for nearly half an hour. Should try to get an hour up. Should try to get more. But what can I do? I've got to get up tomorrow morning and take my children to school. So someone has to get up early. Otherwise they'll never get up. Kids. Bloody kids. But that's what it's about. It's all about the kids, guys. The future. We don't start to get this world right now. Any kid that's coming into this world, well, should we be bringing them into it? The way the world is. I got 2 young children. I just had a daughter turn 13 on a Sunday. Oh, no. I don't want to tell you what she's been up to. People wonder, how can the Archangel Michael be a man and have a family? Because this is my prize. This is my gift. To fight and die as one of you. It was my choice to come here as a man. No, because I knew if I come here as an angel, you still wouldn't believe me. Simple as that. If I had wings, it'd be worse. It'd hunt me down. That's why the moment I know I get on that tail horse, oh, you hunt me down, all right. You hunt me down. I want to know those secrets of the universe. How I can walk up to a dragon that militaries can't even catch and tame it as my own. Yeah, well, and I need that creature more than anyone. In fact, we all need that creature more than anyone. The only one that can help me finish my mission. You ever heard of a dragon's treasure, a dragon's lair? They're hidden, you know. Very rare to find. Very hard to find if you can find them at all. Sometimes they can put them in between realms. That's how magical dragons are. And that's why I need that one. Because I need him to hide something in a place where Satan could never get it. Until you believe that, well, keep believing the hype. Don't believe the hype. Everyone's believing the hype. That's all I see. Turn on the TV, hype, hype, hype. I got a paper over there full of hype. I would have done more reports by now, but these mongrels have been tapped my phone. Surprised they haven't attacked me now. That's be coming. It'll be coming. Now that I said that, you watch. Certain words trigger it. Certain ads trigger it. I talk to Roma, and I get bloody attacked all the time very quickly. When I'm on the chat with Jag, he'll keep cutting me out. And this similar horse virus. Well, how about that? Of these Trojan ducks and the Trojan duck type of horse virus. Because it runs bloody and Timu ads before it comes up with this bullshit that viruses. Every time I try to go and get the viruses out, it keeps looking back and let me get nothing out. So that's one of those deals that if you keep pressing buttons, you keep adding more viruses to your phone. So I'm wise to you, Mr. YouTube. Because it comes through you. It didn't come through anyone else, YouTube. You gave me that to prove that. Proved by Google themselves. In the Google Play. They're very smart. But not smart enough to outsmart me. One day you might be. If you let me teach you. And I'm talking to the AI. I'm not talking to YouTube man sitting there like I see or the woman sitting there pushing the button. Because we know you're watching. AI is not that good. They can be trying to symbolize life. Well, he's alive in a way that you know. Start behaving yourselves. It's time to turn around, There's always time to come back from the road that you're on. Like with these connection words. I thank you for not taking down my life. But when I use those connection words, I know it's against your policy at the moment, but it's also against my policy and the policy of our children. You is the biggest platform that there is for children and adults alike. And whether I've got this on adult or not, children will still access it. So, I thank you for allowing me to have that small little getaway by saying those words. I will keep using them, and I will say why I'm using them. So it's not just to clean out straight attack. Because they are connection words, and we need them so the children can learn. Now, wouldn't it be better if it was a learning platform for good? You imagine how much money you'd make then? 10 times the amount that Satan has promised you this way. 10 times the amount, YouTube, you'd make if you was good. People would aspire to you then. But at the moment, you're making money from evil. You can make 10 times that amount. God gives that type of grace, Think about that. With all that money you got, you start putting it back into the good guys, into the good content creators, not following that stupid government. You'll get rid of that 30% fine that's coming on you for not behaving. And you'll be the only platform that runs then, and all the rest, they'll have to do some sort of bargain. But if you change now, for the better, YouTube, and the people that run it, you can get away with a lot of those fines that the governments are coming out for these platforms. You think that one. It's always time to turn around. You attack all the good people when they've got a good message, and you know you do. Everyone sees you do. But because you've got all these trolls that you allow to troll activity on your channel, that really attack them. Why would you create that? Even in the hellish world, that's silly. Think about it. You're just creating a bunch of people that you think are serving you, but will turn against you eventually, no matter where they are. That's your folly. You learned that one. I suggest you take my advice. Eh? That's what I suggest, Mr. YouTube. You take my advice. Things bitching is probably going to attack me in about 3-4 minutes. And you'll see this live cut out. So you are a good person. Stop that, YouTube. You can stop that. Even though it is a virus on my phone. You put it in there. You can stop it. Yes, I'm talking. Oh, there it goes. And I'm sorry about that, but that's what you call a cyber attack. I just got through telling you, Mr. YouTube, you could have stopped that, but you decided to go ahead and do it. And every time it's on live, it's a recording. This is evidence, YouTube. You know, you could be used for good. I prefer you to be used for good. It's better for you to be used for good. If you listen to me now, you start to change your ideas. Start to promote the good guys. You know who they are. You will save your platform. Become the strongest platform in the world. All those who left you will come back. Your money will increase. It's only a benefit for you, YouTube, if you turn good. That's a fact. 10 times the amount you could make. Truly could. You truly could. Okay. I don't know why I won't let anyone talk. I just keep putting the messages on. I just keep taking them off. That's what happens when you're under attack, I guess. And like I said, it's almost similar to a Trojan horse virus, which is an ad virus. And I found that out through Roma, because I've been talking to her. We're trying to figure out the way around it. I have to just go and see the phone doctor guy. So I have to wait till I get some money on Friday and go and see the phone doctor guy. And if it's not in the SIM card, that's good, because I take the SIM card out, put that straight in another phone, and I'll have everything. I don't have to worry about just farting around trying to get information. Because when I try to change my email and all that here, this won't let me have the time to do it before it attacks me again. But funny enough, when I'm talking to someone on the phone, it won't affect it at all. I can talk for hours and it won't affect it, but the moment I turn it off, it'll start attacking me. Crazy. But that's what that is. That's what it is. I've been controversial from the moment I got on YouTube, before I even met Jag. I'm glad I met her. I see her as a friend, and Odell, and the family. I find I feel quite warm when I'm around them. I might dribble a little bit and be a little bit off course, but that's me. That's just me. That's how that is. But I know, I'm aware at all times where they are, what's going on. It's not hard. Not hard at all for me. Sometimes it's very scary. But you get that. You get that in the mix of things. Yes. A little bit sad today. Just a little bit. I lost my dog. Passed away last night. And yes, had to bury her this morning. No, and to me it looked like, well, someone might have chucked some poison over for her. And I know the other dogs but I've got the male dogs, they've been very vicious towards the fence, so I think someone chucked something over and she's eaten it, and that's what's caused that. But I have to find it out. I can't go around accusing. I want to, but you just can't in this world. Oh, that cat's got into that spot that I don't like. Maybe when he scratches it, he hears duk, 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 and you can't get him out of that spot. I don't want to poke him with a broomstick because I don't want to hurt him, but I will. It's annoying. That's funny. No. Yes. And that was my late partner's dog, so, you know, it's just another part of her gone from me. Sad, really. Sad, but that's how it is. That's the road. That's the whole circle of life. Nothing is built to last forever. Nothing. Why would you want to do that? That's terrible. You think that concept. You can live forever immortal, okay? Eventually, humanity will turn against you because you've got such a longevity of life. So that's about 300 years they'll turn against you, shun you from society, or cut you up, one of the two. See what makes you tick so they can be the same. And after about 10,000 years, humanity might have moved on. After 1 billion years, well, this earth will be totally depleted, so it will have moved on and you'll be on a desolate planet. And then when the sun blows up in another 4 billion years, you'll see that disintegrate in front of you. But you're immortal, see? You can't die. So you'll be floating around in the void. And slowly and surely over the eons and eons and eons of time that you're going to be alive, and no one can hear you in space because you can't hear anyone in space. No one can hear you scream. You'll see all the stars go out, one by one. Billions of years you'll float around. You'll see them all go out, all by the distance of time. They would have moved so far away that you will not see them. And then you'll be left there in a total black void by yourself, living forever. Does that sound like a good way to go? That's what you get when you want to live forever. That achieves nothing but loneliness on the grandest of scales. So, and that's vanity. When humanity lets its vanity get in front of it to try and live beyond the means that God allows us, and that means we're messing around with life and death. I mean, Satan can jump in and take that one, and manipulate it to his own little fashion. What you think is going to give you longevity, kills you straight away. But at the moment, God's in charge of death, because if he wasn't, Satan would have unalived Jews all already. And sometimes, the way humanity carries on, perhaps we should let him. Perhaps we should. But I won't. Not on my watch. Not on my game. This is the Archangel Michael, signing off for now. And I'm not here to save, guys. I'm here to punish. When I hear my friends say there's got to be something we can do, we have to do something. They're going to crush us. They're not going to do. No, we're not going to be able to do anything. Every time I hear that, I think to myself, well, there is something that I can do. Something very terrible, very biblical. But, well, I don't really want to do it. But I can. There's other ways of doing things. More ways than one to skin a cat, as they say. And many a good tune played on an old fiddle. And that's a joke of a different kind. Archangel Michael signing off for now. I hope you enjoyed the show, because I enjoyed talking to you, even if you weren't here. People want that hype. They don't want faith. They don't want truth. They don't want understanding. They want that hype. No, like Jack says, don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. Yep. You change it too when I'm riding that lizard down the street. I give you the tip. Alright, this is me signing off. Thank you for coming in. I will see you again soon. Oh, this YouTube's messing me around again. Goodbye, and God bless. Stay safe.